Hello everybody! In this video we're going to be talking about true and false in Matlab. And you might be wondering, well, why would we care about true and false in Matlab? And eventually, as in the next video, we're going to be talking about if statements, and if statements are one of the most important concepts in programming, and they depend very heavily on true and false. So if statements are going to be something like we say if, and then we have some statement, and if it's true, we tell the computer, here's what I want you to do, and if it's false, then we can specify something else. So before we get into all of that, let's just start by thinking about true and false. So for instance, I can say 3 less than 11. If I type this into the command window, and if I just ask you, is 3 less than 11, you'd say, yes, that's true. And if we press return, we see that the answer is given by 1. So 1 is how true gets represented in Matlab, but it's not the number 1, it's a logical value 1. Another word for this logical value is Boolean, B-O-O-L-E-A-N. So if 1 represents true, maybe you can guess what would represent false. So what if I did something like 3 greater than 11? We can see here that 0 represents false. So there's only true and false, so only 0 and 1, and this is how Matlab kind of deals with that. We could also try something like, so maybe I want to check greater than or equal to, so is 3 greater than or equal to 11? That's still false. Is 3 less than or equal to 11? That's still true. So we've seen greater than, less than, and also including equality, so I could do like 3 less than or equal to 3. That returns true, for instance. You might be wondering, what about just checking equality? So maybe that seems even more important than this greater than or less than. So how would I check something like, is 3 equal to 10, for instance? So let's start by saying I have a variable, let's call it x equal to 3, and maybe y equal to 10. And then also you can keep an eye on x and y, remember their values here in the command window. Then I could say x less than y. That's true, because we're just saying is 3 less than 10. But now what if I wanted to check is x equal to y? Now, this isn't going to give us what we want in this case. This is something, syntax we've been using all throughout the class up until this point. So think about, what is this going to do? If I press return, I now see that x is equal to 10. So remember, how this works is the left is saying, okay, take x and update it to the value of y. So y was originally 10, so now x gets rewritten to be 10. So that's kind of a hint that this equal sign is not how we're going to check logical equality. The way we're going to do that is with a double equal sign. So we're going to say is x double equals to y, and in this case it's true, because remember, x and y were the same thing. So one more thing, or one more time, I just want to emphasize, so what's wrong with the single equality? Remember, if I do something like 3 equals 10, it's saying I can't assign 3 to the value 10 because 3 is already 3. I can't change it. So we've seen greater than, less than, checking equality. Now, remember, Matlab is built to deal with matrices and vectors, so there's some very specialized operations that we can do with vectors. So for instance, let's say I have a vector v equal to, let's make it 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, let's say. And let's say w is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Oops, and I really did want this to be the same length, so as v, because I'm going to do some comparisons. So I'm going to say, here, let's do it a nice way. I can say v of end, remove it. So now v is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. V has 5 entries, and you'll see why in a moment why I wanted v and w to have the same length. And that's because when they are, I can do something like v less than w. And what this does is it compares each element of v to each element of w. So it does it kind of 1 to 1. and it checks, is that element less than the element in W? So for instance, here's V. So it says, is 3 less than 1? That's false. So it returns 0 in the first position. Then we check, is 1 less than 2? That's true. So it returns 1 here. And then we can see 4 is not less than 3. 5 is not less than 4. 6 is not less than 5. So the last 3 entries are all false. So again, just to reiterate, why did I had made a mistake. I made W too long of a vector. I removed it. So the reason why this works is because V and W have the same dimensions. If, let's say I just take the old W, so W equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Now if I try V less than W, I had an error. It's saying, excuse me, the arrays have incompatible sizes for this operation. So I really need them to be the same length so that it makes sense how to compare the elements. But let's go back to the old W. Oops, this is not the old W. I will just remove the element. So going back to checking V less than W, there are 2 keywords in Matlab that are going to be very useful for us. The first one is called any, A-N-Y. And you can think of this as like mathematical OR, so in the Math 13 sense. What I mean by that, so we're going to see any, V less than W, and okay, this returns true, but let's think about what is any doing. So remember, V less than W returns this logical array, this 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. What any does is it says, is the first entry, basically, is the first entry true? No. Or is the second entry true? Yes. And basically, we just need 1 yes, 1 true for the whole thing to be true. So you can think of it saying, is there any element in this array that's true? Yes. And that's why it returns 1. Another operation we have is all. You can think of this as corresponding to and. So let's do it again with V less than W. And we can see this returns false. And that's because if we look at what all is saying, so we're going to go back to this 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. It's saying I need all of them to be true. But this first one is false, so it can't be true. So it returns 0. So again, think of any as acting like or and all as acting like false. Another thing that we could do is, so I showed you the example of when we compare V to W, how we need to have V and W be the same length. There is a special case where we don't quite need that to be the case. So let's remember what V is. So let's see, we have 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. So let's say I want to check V, I could do double equals, let's say 1. And this isn't going to cause an error because Matlab knows to just check every element of V against 1. So is 3 equal to 1? No. Is 1 equal to 1? Yes. And then 4, 5, 6 are not equal to 1. So that's why we get 0, 0, 0. So we can also check kind of this double equals. We can have a vector, double equals, and a constant. That works just fine. We could have the case where, for instance, we did V less than W, and V and W are the same dimensions. But we're going to get an error if we try something like V less than W, and that original W we had where W was longer than V. So I think this is a good place to stop the video. As always, let me know or if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video.